Hello and welcome guys, and today we are going to learn all about the post section in WordPress and how different posts work. So without wasting any time, let's start. Okay, so first of all, when you log into your WordPress blog, you will come to this page that is our main WordPress dashboard. And from here, to make a post, on the left hand side, if you can see, under the site section we have different options: pages, post, media, comments and feedback. So we will be dealing with the post section, so click on that to go to the post section. In the post section you have three different tabs. As you can see, you have the publish tab where you have all the articles, all the blog posts that you have published. In the drafts you have all those blog posts that you have created and haven't published. Either you want to make some changes in them, or you think some things need to be added or they are incomplete. And in the trashed section we have all the different blog posts that we have deleted. So now what we will do in this session is that we will go ahead and create a new blog post and see all the different options that are associated with it. So to add a new blog post, first of all you have to click on add a new post on the right hand side, if you can see here. So let's click here and let's wait for the screen to load up. Okay, so our screen has been loaded up. So this is the blog post screen where you will be writing your content. Now, as we can see, the first section is add a title. So as we have discussed earlier, the title is one of the most crucial parts of a blog post. It is the first thing that a person will see when he searches for anything on Google, and an attractive title is very important so that people come and listen and read your blog. Okay, so first of all, let's type in. So today I'm going to write something about Prime Video. As you can see, Prime Video, 3 shows you can not miss. Okay, so once I am done, first of all what I want to do is I want to add a picture to this blog. So to add a picture, just click on the plus icon here to add a new block and search your image, and on the common blocks option just click on image, and here you will get the option to upload an image. So let's close this, click on upload and choose any image that you want to upload. So let's see what image do I have regarding this. Okay, so let's click, and I'm going to click on open. So once our picture has been uploaded, you can go ahead and resize it using these two blue dots on the length and breadth of the picture. You can add a caption here. Now in the caption, what we can add either the source if you have taken it from a different website like Pexels or Unsplash or Pixabay. All the links will be in the description so that you can check it out. From these websites you can download pictures for absolutely free of cost. So, and use them on your projects either commercially or non-commercially, it's totally up to you. Now let me just type in the source here. If it's your picture, what you can type here is what the picture is about, what the picture is doing, etc. Okay, so I'm just gonna type in it's taken from Pexels. Okay, Pexels, so it is done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the intro paragraph. Like we have discussed in the blog post section that there are three parts of a blog post. We have the intro, we have the body, and we have the call to action. The intro is the starting part or the introduction paragraph which attracts the audience and moves them into the blog post where we have all the information, and the call to action actually provides suppose a sense of action. It creates a sense of action in the readers so that they do a specific action that we want them to do, like either sharing the picture or subscribing to our blog or something like that. Okay, so once we are done, what we're gonna do is first we are going to add an intro paragraph. So to add a block, you can either click here or click here, it's both up to you. So let's click here, add a block. I'm going to add a paragraph block, and once I'm done, I have already created an article regarding this. So let me just copy paste it here. Okay, so once you have done that, what you can do is that if you want to make this letter I capital, just click here and just click on drop cap on the right hand section. If you're not getting this, this is under the screw option. Okay, settings option, just click on this and this will pop up. Just click on drop cap and it will be capital. Now we can see that we have different options regarding this. We can bold, italicize, link, and also align our content, our paragraphs according to this, and we have different options here also. So if you can see, we have this option. Okay, Bollywoodize I have optioned here, and what I want to do is that I want to make it bold, I want to make it italicized. So I just select this and I will have these options here. So just click on this and it's done. Okay, so simple way to do this. Now once I am done, what you want to do in the body section is that you want to create subheadings and paragraphs, because a hierarchy like this will actually add to the search engine optimization. Okay, the SEO of the blog. Google can actually see that your blog is categorized into different hierarchies, and it provides a more easy readability to the reader as well. It overall adds to the user experience, because what we are nowadays doing is that we skim through our content on our mobile phones. Rarely people use desktop to view blogs nowadays. Mostly we are using phones. So to do that, what I want to do is that first of all I want to add a subheading. To add a subheading, I just click on enter to make a new blog. Now on the left hand side here or on the right hand side, I can use both the options. So I just click to add a block and I type in heading and I click on heading. Okay, now we have different hierarchies here, if you can see. Okay, we have a H2, H3, H4. Now all of these refer to like H2, H1 is the main heading that we have given to the article, H2 being the subheading, H3 being the subheading, H4 being the subheading. Okay, it kind of goes like this, but mostly you will be dealing with H1 and H2 only. So to first of all, let me add the H1, what is my subheading, that is Patal Low. Okay, now once we have done this, I'm going to click on enter to make a new block. Now by default a paragraph block opens, but you can also click on here. Okay, and let me just copy paste this content that I've already written here. What I would suggest you to do is that write your content separately somewhere so that you can easily copy paste it. Okay, and I'll do that with the rest of the posts also. So let me add again another subheading here to the boys, enter, copy paste the content here. Again enter, create a subheading, enter, create a new paragraph block. Automatically it is created. Copy paste it here. Click on enter. Now we will add our last, that is the call to action. Copy paste it here, and we have created an article. Okay, so once we are done with this, what we want to do is that to see generally what should be the length of a blog post. Generally it should be minimum of 1,000 words. I have not written here just for the time's sake, but generally a blog post should be 1,000 words, and it can move on to 5,000 words, 6,000 words. Okay, gone are those days when just 500 word articles would do the charm. People now expect a long form of article, and Google values long form of article because they think that it can provide more value to them. So I would suggest you, if you're writing, include as much information as you can without making it boring and without repeating sentences. You want it to be very information driven. Now one thing, if you can see in this whole content, is that I have given a lot of paragraphs. I have a lot of paragraphs. Like if every after 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 sentences I have broken the paragraph. And what is it adding is that it adds this white space, and it doesn't create a chunk of text, because it improves a chunk of text adds to the user experience. If you have a chunk of text, it is very difficult to read that. If you have white space between two paragraphs, then people will be easily able to read your blog, your content, and they will actually prefer reading that way. It will increase your blog's quality as well. People will read more, they will stay more on your blog. Now once we have written the overall text part, what we want to do is we want to add videos to it, because this article will take hardly 1 minute for a person to read. Now as we have discussed that to increase the quality of our blog, to increase the SEO, something which affects our blog's SEO is called as the dwell time. That is the amount of time a person actually stays on our blog. Now to do that, adding videos, specifically adding YouTube videos, is a nice way, because number one, it isn't adding to the copyright thingy, because we are adding just a piece of code. Number two, it loads fast because YouTube servers are pretty good. And number three, you are not decreasing the load times of your blog, because you are not uploading a video. Your blog doesn't need to upload a video, so you are saving space of your blog also. Okay, so let's do that. So in between these two, I also want to add, suppose, a star rating for this. So what I want to do is that in between these two blocks, I will get the plus sign here. Let me click on a block and I can add star. So I just type in star and I can add in a star rating. Suppose I'll give this a 5. I will give this a 4 and I'll give this a 5 again. Okay, so once we are done, now let's go and add the video. So again, between two blocks, I can see I will get the plus icon here. You can alternatively add it from here also, both things work. So to add a video, just click on plus and then choose YouTube. Okay, search for YouTube. Now you can also upload a video, but then it's not preferable method. Okay, let's add a YouTube one and click on YouTube. Now we are embedding. Okay, so we are not affecting anyhow the overall copyright issue. We are not infringing any copyright issue. So to do this, what you want to do is that you want to head into YouTube and you want to search what we are search for the URL of the video. So I'm just going to type in Patal Lok and I'm just going to play this video, and up here this youtube.com/watch, whatever it comes, that is the URL of your video. So just copy it. Okay, click on the entire thingy, copy it and paste it. So once you have pasted it, it will appear as a small snippet. So once a person clicks on it, it will start playing inside this only. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this for all the different posts, all the different paragraphs here. Again, click on YouTube, search for this, The Boys. Copy this, paste here, click on embed. Similarly here also YouTube. Copy and paste here. Okay, so once we are done with that, we have basically created an overall structure for our article. Okay, now one very important thing that I want you to do to overall improve the quality of your blog post is that you need to link to other articles as well, because you need to generate backlinks. Okay, you need to link to other articles as well, and the best example of this is Wikipedia. If you have ever used Wikipedia, I am sure most of you have, for your school projects or your college projects or for learning anything new. Wikipedia has these different links where if you click on it, it will take you to a different article. Okay, it has this internal linking structure. So we also need to create an internal linking structure within our blog, and we also need to link to other articles, other valuable articles which we think are related to our post, and that is very important. Now let us see how we can do that. Okay, so first of all, let's see what we have here. Like first of all, in this section, like you can see, we are having this fancy affordable 4K smart TV. Okay, we can add a affiliate link here. To add an affiliate link, first of all, you need to sign up for the Amazon affiliate Amazon affiliate program. It's totally free of cost, and then you will get a link and you can copy paste the link here. So we are going to do that in separate section, but let's see how we can do that. Okay, so first of all, in this paragraph you can see, no wonder it is such highly rated on IMDb. So first, what we do is that we will go to the Patal Lok IMDb. Okay, I have this tab open, and what I want to do is I want to link this article to that blog post. So I'm just going to copy this here. I'm going to paste this. Now, how to link an article? So first of all, what you need to do is that you need to select this. Okay, so I'm just going to select IMDb, and you can see all these different options will pop up. Now the whole staple option. Okay, click on link here, paste it here, and you want to click this option, open in a new tab, so that your blog post so that your blog remains open while this new link is being open, and click on enter. Okay, so when you have added a link, you can see it is turning blue, that it means the link has been applied. Similarly, let's do another one thing, and the best thing, season 2 is rumored to be coming soon as stated in this article. So let's open an article which is having the Boys 2 release date, season 2. Again, copy paste this link, come back to our post, select this article, click on the link option, paste it, open in a new tab, click on enter, and we are done. Okay, what we also have, Mirzapur, okay, season 2. Let's search regarding that, Google, and we are going to search regarding that. Okay, Mirzapur 2 release date. Copy this, go ahead here, article, select it, click on this link option here, paste the URL, click on open in a new tab, and click on enter. Okay, so once we are done, this is done. And also what we want to do is that we want to link it to other articles in our blog as well, so that a person moves from one article to another, so that they are spending more and more time inside our blog. So what we have here is that, let's see, we shall take a look at some underrated movies that you should watch in your lifetime. Now, other promising is that what we want to do, let's add here, until then, let's add a line. Also read Netflix shows worth binging this lockdown, full stop. Subscribe the blog and do it. Now what we let's see what we can do. So first of all, I want to go to wordpress.com, that is my blog page, and here in the post section, I already have created a post, Netflix 5 binge-worthy shows to curb the lockdown blues. Now what I want to do is that I want to link this article to that. So let's see what we can do. So I'm just going to click on open in a new tab. Okay, I'm just going to click on view site. Wait a second. Once it open, what I want to do is that I want to click on this, copy this URL here. Okay, I want to go here again, like we did with other linking options. So Netflix shows worth binging this lockdown. Okay, so this is how you link to not only external articles but internal articles as well, and both are very, very important. Okay, so we are almost done with this article. Now let's see what we have left. What are the options we have regarding posting this? Now, once we have done all the linking and everything, let's open this section and see what are the options we have. So here you can change the whole text color. Okay, when you open the settings, you have two blocks here. You have the documents block and you have the block options. So in the block options, you can change the color. Okay, under color settings, you can come here and change to any color. See, it's red now, it's black now, or anything. You can change the color. I want to keep it like this only. I'm not going to tinker with that. Apart from that, in the document section, if you can see, we have different options regarding the post. Let's see one by one what are they. Now first of all, you have the visibility option. Okay, so visibility, if you can see, it's public. Now you can change it to private if you want only certain people to see, and you can only password protected it. Suppose if you want to share this blog with only someone who is having that password, you can even do that. Okay, but generally you want to keep it public for everyone to see. Apart from that, we also have the option of publishing, click immediately. So what is happening, if I publish it, it will publish it right now at this moment. Now what if I want to publish this at a later date, and why do you want to do that? Suppose you sit one day and write 5 to 6 articles a day, and you have a schedule of posting 1 article a week. You don't want to post 5 articles on the same day and then not post anything for a foreseeable future. What you want to do is that you want to click on this publish. Okay, and you want to select a date, suppose from next week, suppose the 24th. If you want to publish that, you can select it, and once you select it, you can see the option here from published, it has been changed to schedule. Okay, so that is how you can change it. But let me change it back to our date today, and then again it comes the option of publish. So you can schedule a post automatically and it will be posted. Okay, so that is the visibility and schedule section. Now coming to the permalink, this option is very important. Okay, see, this is the URL slug that will come after our post, so it should be your title. Whatever title it is, it should be your title. That is the permalink option, and you can see this is a permalink here. Prime Video 3 shows you cannot miss. Okay, apart from that, we have categories. Now here it is important. See, by general, your articles will be posted in the uncategorized section, but what if you want to organize them under one category? So organizing your articles, your blog post under different categories actually helps with the overall site management, the site address, because then people will be able to jump from one article to another with very ease. Now this article is regarding a web series, right? A web series. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click add a new category here on this option, and I'm going to type in web series. Now whenever I create a new article and I add the category web series, so if somebody clicks on web series, and it will take them to all the different articles that is grouped under that. Okay, if it sounds a bit complicated, don't worry, I will show you exactly how this works. So I just typed in web series and I'm going to type in add a new category, and it's clicked web series. Okay, so that's good. Now under the next thing that we have the tags, we can add separate tags. So this is a web series. I want to add web series. I also want to tag, suppose it's Prime Video. Okay, so what will happen that not only it is being tagged with the web series, but if somebody clicks on the tag Prime Video as well, and I post something in the future, anything regarding the Prime Video platform, it will take me to those blog posts as well. Okay, it's like a category and a subcategory. Not if I click on web series, it will take me to all the posts that I've written under the web series category, and under web series also you will be having different tags, right? You will be having subtopics. Suppose if you have a big social topic, if you're a personal blogger, if you're writing about, suppose, South Indian food, under South Indian food you can add separate tags like dosas, idlis, uttapams, or snacks, or suppose like that, and that is how you can categorize your content. I would suggest you go ahead and experience this yourself, try out this for yourself, and then you will understand what this is. And this will work when you have multiple content on your blog post, not a single post, and that is how it will work. So let me click on Prime Video, and if you want to add a separate comma, just click comma and it will add a separate tag. Okay, just type in the comma in your keyboard and it will add it. So once we are done with that, we are pretty happy with it, and I'm going to click on publish. It will ask if you want to publish it right now. I'm just going to click on publish and it will be published. So let's wait for it. Okay, so it's published. Let me click on view post. Okay, so one problem, if you can see here, okay, is that this article is fully coming here. This article is coming here in full, and I don't want a person to go and see all this stuff here. What I want them to do is that I want to have a read more option. Okay, because if I go to my home page here, I have this article, then I have another article. Okay, I want to categorize them. I want to able to see all my articles at a glance. Now, before that, let's see that this is categorized under web series, right? From uncategorized, it is categorized under web series. We have added a category. Now this post, as you can see, I've already created, it is coming under uncategorized. So let us also tweak it to web series, and then let's see what comes. Okay, so let's go back to my site, go back to our posts page, and now I'm going to tweak this. So first of all, let me edit my text here, and what I want to add is a read more option, and this read more option should generally be after your intro and before the body begins. So let's click here to add a new block, and to add a read more option, I'm just going to type more here. Okay, layout elements, more, click on the more, and it has already been added. Click on update to update the article, and it is done. Okay, so let's again view the post here. And if you can see, we are having this continue reading option. So if one clicks it, then they will be able to view the whole in itself. Okay, now let us also go ahead and optimize this content, because if we can see here that this is still uncategorized. So I'm going to go back to my posts here, click on this different post here, the Netflix one. On the right hand section, okay, under settings here, you can see the categories option. I'm going to click on web series here. I'm going to uncheck uncategorized, and I'm going to add a tag, let's say web series. Okay, and I'm going to type in Netflix. Okay, so once we are done, let's click on update. But wait, we have also not added the read more here. So again, to add a read more, I'm just going to click on the plus option. I'm going to click on more, add it here, and update. Let it update. Okay, it's done. So now what was happening, that if I go to my blog right now, that is bingeandrun.wordpress.com, I can see that first of all I have this article. Okay, it is categorized under web series. We have the continue reading option, and the next post is also categorized under web series, and we are also having the continue read option. Now if I click on web series, suppose say this category, it will take me to all the posts which are tagged with the web series. So it's a very good option if you're having multiple different, like I said in the beginning of the session itself, that you will be needing 3 pillars. Okay, so you are working on 3 different topics. So this is how you categorized your topics in same place, so that a person, if they click on the tag, they will be taken to those categories and they can view everything there, all the posts you have categorized with the tag there. And it is important, you don't want your articles to be left under uncategorized. That is very, very important here. Okay, now once we are done with that, let's see what has happened to our blog. So if I click on, suppose say continue reading, and we have this different backlink. So what happens when I click on this? It takes me to a different website. Okay, that's good. What happens if I click on this? It takes me to my Netflix article. That's awesome. Okay, so this is how you keep on people moving from one article to another. So if suppose one article is doing good and the other article is not doing that much good, you can flow the traffic from that article to another article, and that is how this post section in blog works. Now apart from that, I also want to show you how you can embed Instagram posts here also. So let us move back to our pages. I already have one in drafts here, so I'm just going to edit that. So this is the post here. So the fashion bloggers, how do they make money, and some random posts. So if you can see, I have already embedded Instagram post here. So how can you do that? Okay, it's very easy. Like we embedded a YouTube video. Also click on the plus section here, click on search for Instagram. Okay, click on it, and you want to embed the Instagram URL here. So what you want to do is that you want to go to Instagram per se. You want to search for any profile here. Suppose say I like this picture, and here what you want to do is that you will have these 3 dots here. Okay, you click on that and you get all these different options. So click on copy link here. Okay, and then let's go back and paste it here and click on embed, and that's done. So that is how you add Instagram post to your account as well. Click on publish. It is done. But first let me go back and categorize it. So it's under categorized, uncategorized. Let me add a new category, suppose say fashion, and I'm going to add a category here. I'm going to add categories here also, say fashion list, because it's a list type of article, and I'm going to click on publish. And it's done. So if I click on view post now, I can see here the Instagram posts are embedded here. Okay, let it load a bit, and here we have the beautiful Instagram posts. So that is how you can embed Instagram post also. You can embed YouTube post also. Okay, so these are the different ways the post section works. I hope you have learned something. Thank you for attending this lecture.